Okay, so a couple weeks ago, I did a video detailing an argument of 6 reasons why you should not hang a bear bag. Because of that, I have received numerous requests on how to use an Ursack. In this video, I'm going to show you how to use this thing, how to tie it, and how to hang it, so stick around. Hey, welcome back, hikers, to the channel where knowledge is our niche on everything outdoors. I'm Bigfoot, and we are going to talk about the Ursack. Just what is the Ursack? It is a bear-resistant food sack made right here in the USA. It's made of bulletproof fabric, which makes it extremely durable and is an alternative to bear canisters, depending on what kind of areas that you're hiking in the backcountry. Now, there are 4 different types of Ursacks. The first is the Ursack Minor. This is strictly to keep the critters out. It's not bear resistant, comes in at 5 ounces, 650 cubic inches that you can fit inside of it, and it's made of Kevlar. The next step up is the Ursack Major. Now this one is bear resistant. This is 650 cubic inches. It is made of Spectra, which is a bulletproof fabric. This comes in at 7.6 ounces. Next step up, which is the one that I have right here, this is the Ursack Major XL. This comes in at 8.8 ounces, which on my scale actually is 8.7. This is 925 cubic inches. So I can fit about an extra 2 days worth of food, which is why I actually went with the Major, just to have that luxury. And then lastly is the Ursack Almighty. This one is both critter resistant and bear resistant. Now the Almighty weighs in at 13 ounces, but again, it's only 650 cubic inches. So the largest Ursack that you can get is the XL, which again is my choice and what I went with. So what makes the Ursack special? What differentiates them from anything else? First off, it is IGBC certified, which is a big deal. It passed the test back in April of 2014. Important about that is most wilderness agencies, not all, but most, recognize a food storage container has to be passed by the IGBC committee, which is the Interagency Grizzly Bear Committee. You can use this. It is acknowledged as a approved food storage device in many wilderness agencies. Now, one in particular that does not is Yosemite. So if you're out there hiking the John Muir Trail or the PCT, anywhere in the Sierra, this is not going to do it. You're going to have to bring a bear canister. Other thing is, the weight on this is significantly less. It is the lowest weight of anything that is IGBC certified, which means you're saving somewhere between a pound and a pound and a half versus your traditional average bear canister. So that's how Ursack differentiates itself from bear canisters. Now, from bear bags, the big thing is you don't have to hang this thing up in the tree like you do any other bear bag. You can actually tie this around some sort of branch. You can tie it around a trunk, although it's not recommended because if a bear got it, you could still stomp on your food and crush it, but you don't gotta hang the darn bag. Just tie it to somewhere where it is not going to be able to be pulled off by the bear, which I will go through how to do that here in a moment. Those 2 big things is the reason why I use the Ursack. Another fantastic thing about this product, it has a lifetime guarantee from Ursack. If you ever get a puncture bigger than 1/4 of an inch, any tear or gap caused by proper use out there in the outdoors by a wild animal, they will refund the money to you or they will grant you a brand new Ursack. They did do some enhancements to the actual material and how they made the Ursack back in April of 2015. Since then, the material they use now, the Spectra, is about double the durability. So if you purchase your Ursack anytime after 2015, you likely have the newest material, which again is about double the strength as the old one. Now, the downfall about the Ursack Major XL I have here, it's not waterproof and it's not odor-proof. But you have something that you can remedy that. The OpSack 12 by 20 is what I use. This fits perfectly in my Ursack Major XL. I'll put all of these links in the description box below, but this thing is going to be able to make it waterproof and make it odor-proof as long as you seal the top of the OpSack. The idea here is you throw your OpSack in your Ursack, fill it up with your food, you seal it, and then you tie it to some sort of low-hanging, very sturdy branch, or again, a trunk is a possibility if you can't find any branches within arm's reach. That thing is not going to go anywhere as long as you tie it correctly. So let's just go through right now how you actually tie this thing together. So the first thing that you're going to do, fill up your op sack, and you can either have the op sack already stuffed inside of your Ursack, or you can throw it in the op sack and then throw all of your food in the Ursack afterwards, whatever the case is. Inside of the Ursack, it is very important that you crisscross your 2 pieces of rope. So you want to make it in the form of an X. The reason for that is when you tie this thing tight, you want to be able to eliminate any possible gap that a critter could get into. You are going to singe this thing as tight as you can get it. What I like to do is singe each side first. Instead of doing the whole thing all at once, I do one side, get it nice and tight, and then I go to the other and pull it as tight as I can. All right, so now that we got that out of the way, you have to tie the Ursack shut. You are going to use a double overhand knot. So you're going to take both of your lines, and you are going to take your line to the left and go over to the right, so right over left. And you are going to do this 2 times, double overhand knot. Once you get that, then you are going to tie this thing shut, make sure it's nice and tight. Then you can do another knot. I like to just do another double overhand knot, because honestly, this thing is not going to be opening up if you do 2 double overhand knots, as long as you tie them correctly. This thing is tight. It's not going to be able to be opened. Now that you've found your branch, like I show here, I like to use the figure 8 knot to tie this thing to the branch. I like the figure 8 because it is easy to tie and the knot doesn't get tighter the more pressure that is put on it, which would happen if a bear did find your Ursack and try to grab it and pull it. All right, so what we're gonna do here is we are going to make a loop going over the top of our line. Then we are going to go under, and then we are gonna go through that very same loop, just like that, to make the figure 8, pull it nice and tight, and this is not going anywhere. Just for kicks and giggles, I tried to pull this thing off of the tree and I didn't have any success. This thing is locked incredibly tight. And that's as simple as that. When you get up the next morning or when you want to grab your food bag back out, just loosen that knot. As you can see here, I put a lot of pressure on this knot and it was not difficult at all. And that's how you tie up the Ursack and how you use it. One thing I would highly recommend is if you go out there and purchase an Ursack, make sure you get the new black color. I don't even think they make the white anymore. As you can see, mine has gotten very many stains on there from all of the use in the backcountry. Now I could do a little better job with cleaning this thing, but the black isn't gonna show that so well. That does it for this video. I hope you found it useful. Again, this is my preferred choice when I am going out in the backcountry, which you'll have to make sure before you go out there, do some research and find out which food storage containers are approved for where you're going. Now, if you are going to be experiencing a lot of bear activity, I wouldn't recommend bringing an Ursack. That is when I would just bring a bear canister. I hope you guys found this video to be helpful. If you haven't checked out that video that I talked about, this argument on whether or not you should hang a bear bag, I will link it up here below. What kind of food storage device do you guys use out in the backcountry? Do you use an Ursack like me, or are you a canister person, or do you have some sort of different bear bag? Throw them below in the comments. I would love to read and find out what my subscribers are using out there. If you found this video to be helpful, give me a thumbs up. Make sure you subscribe to my channel, and I will see you guys next week.